Man, Xbox needs to come with the games, man. Yo, I was just thinking, about how PlayStation, I guess, has got some of the hype when it comes to games. They got I seen that video that they got so many exclusives and other games coming to PlayStation. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I looked at the Xbox one, and the Xbox one really didn't look all that great, to be honest, man. I mean, this isn't hate for Xbox, because I like and I want Xbox to succeed, man. I want Xbox to be like how the 360 was. The 360 was a beast, you know what I'm saying? It had games all the time. I was never bored when it came to games on 360, But like how the PS2 did, PlayStation always seems to hit its stride, in the long run. And so that's starting to to me, it's starting to seem like it's coming to fruition. The problem that I want to address before that is just that the gaming industry, man, or people who like to play games don't want to wait anymore, man. It's like, you had these consoles in development for so long. Y'all need to be having the games in development alongside the console nowadays, so it can launch and just keep the momentum going with games, instead of having to sit there and be, and wait so long for developers to come up with games for the new hardware. But beside the point, Xbox, man, needs to come with some of these games, man. A lot of what I saw in the Xbox video was just like third party games for the most part. These games are going to be on PC and PlayStation 4, where PlayStation 4 really did have, exclusives, man. Like, you're going to really have to get a PlayStation to play these games. And so I'm like, Xbox, man, can do the Windows thing. I think that's cool, because it is, keeping it Microsoft, and that's fine. But excuse me, the quality of these exclusives, man, the quality of these games needs to go up, man. Like 2016, some of their exclusives like Recore and what else was it they had? I can't think of too many. I mean, but the games, they really weren't all that great in quality. Oh, like Quantum Break, it's just they're not going the it's not their publishers, man. They're not putting in the time. I ain't gonna say time, but they're not putting quality into some of these games, man. It's like, you look at some of the games that's released on, well, I ain't gonna say PlayStation, but just games in general, because some of these third party games are really well done. You can look, let's say Grand Theft Auto. You can tell that Rockstar, man, really goes that extra mile to put some of everything into their games. And this is how some of these developers need to be, man. They're not doing this for the Xbox, it seems like. Some of the Xbox exclusives, so to speak. I'm not gonna talk about just third party games, but just like, look at Quantum Break, man. It's just like, I played it, you know what I'm saying? I didn't finish it because I got it on Windows, and so I kind of been waiting for the price to go down, well, even lower than it already is on Steam, before I get it. And I'm looking at it, gameplay of it, and it's just little things, man, like, taking cover may have an issue, or loading up the gun, there's no animation for it, or just little things. Now, the graphics are on point from what I'm seeing in video. Now you know what I'm saying? I haven't played it. I haven't beat it. I played it. I just haven't beat it. And I had issues when I played it, because I played it from the Windows Store, the version I had. It's just those little things, man, help make the game, that much better, and or like Recore, right? Recore wasn't really rated all that great. I got Recore and I just lost interest in it. I played it for like not even 30 minutes, man, and I felt like it was kind of a waste of money. My kids like it, but they kind of lost interest in it. They not even playing it. And that's rare, like my kids kind of like Tomb Raider and stuff. They'll play through that. But Recore, it's like, they touched it and they played it for like maybe 40 minutes or so, and they kind of did like what I did. They stopped playing it. It's just a lot of these Xbox games, like, well, I'm saying 2016, this ain't all of them, because Gears of War was a good one, but it's just like their exclusives, man, just aren't, or the developers for their games, they just aren't putting the polish on them, man, and I really want them to, but it's weird because some of the best games I played on Xbox were third party. Like, you could get them on, I guess, other systems, man. I could name a few, but I want to make a list. I wouldn't want to just sit here and be pausing, thinking off the top of my head and then just going, and just naming shit. But this is just what I see. I'm not saying that all their games are like that. Halo clearly isn't like that, and Gears clearly isn't like that. And all I can say right now is just two, and that's Quantum Break and what's that other one I just said? Recore. But like I said, man, I gotta go back and get a list. And maybe I should have did that before I made this recording. But the point being is, this is just one of the excuse me, this is just one of the things that I see. It's just like off the top of the head, man. Like, I don't want to sit here and be doing research, because it's just like my thoughts, man. My experience with just Microsoft, with Xbox games in general. This just was not an issue on 360. Your first thoughts on 360 was like, yo, I'm finna get on here and I'm finna game with my friends and have a good fucking time. It's just not like that with Xbox One, in my opinion. And so it's just sad, man. I want to see Xbox One release, put more quality, put their Gears of War 4 quality, man, into their exclusives, man. Get all the bells and whistles covered. And I mean, Halo had most of those, bells and whistles covered. It did a good job, but the story was just a letdown for that game. I can't speak for the multiplayer because I didn't play it. I don't really care about the multiplayer part. But I'm like into games, man, where I play through the story and I move on, for the most part. I play through the campaign. It's just so many games to play. And if I do play a multiplayer, I might play it for a couple of days and that's it. I just got to move on. There's so many experiences I want to experience, And so it's just, I don't know, dog. I really want Microsoft to do better this year. They got, Sea of Thieves coming. Scalebound. I hope Scalebound is awesome. They need a hit, man. They need something like this. So I'm hoping Scalebound is the shit. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on it, man. All right, thank you. Take care.